I really, 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 really love my lips. I have some cute lips. I don't care what nobody say. And I love this lipstick. It's like my holy grail. Y'all know? You feel me? And my eyelashes is popping. Okay? Because they popping. Hey everybody, it's your girl Breezo. I'm back with another video. Okay, so I wanted to create this look today, something that's gonna match my shirt, and I came up with this look. It's blue, it's cute, it's vibrant, it's silky, so I was like, okay, I want to do something that's going to match this color, and this is something that you could also recreate with other colors that you may have in your closet. So check out this look. First of all, if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see more from me. So go ahead and click that subscribe button right here, and then go ahead and follow me at Makeup Artist Breezo on Facebook and also Instagram. I am going to also put all of the details in the description box below so that you guys can know exactly where to purchase these products and how much they are and the whole nine. So if you do have any questions or comments or concerns, or you know, whatever you want to put in the comments, go ahead and put that below and I will get right back to you guys. So if you guys want to see what I did to achieve this look, go ahead and stay tuned and watch the video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I don't have any makeup on. This is me just with a bare face. So this is just regular Breezo. I don't have any nails on, just a disclaimer, so just don't mind my nails. So we are going to start off with doing the eyebrows. I'm just showing the product that I'm using, which is the NYX brow pencil in the color Espresso. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just lining my eyebrow just a little bit underneath the bottom and in the beginning of the brow, and then following along with the rest of my brow so that I can fill that in. And then what we're going to do is just bring it down to the corner. So you want to just make sure that you make a brow that is going to be long enough but not too long. Then we're going to switch over to the other side and then fill that brow in as well. So this is what your brows should look like once you're finished. Now we're just going to fill in the brows a little bit more, and I am using the Morphe dip pomade that is in the color Mocha, and I'm just taking my angled brush and filling in the tail end of my brows. I'm also going over some of the parts of my brows where I feel that I kind of missed some parts, and just kind of filling that in, especially in the beginning. Now I am going to take my spoolie brush and I'm going to brush out my brows just so that you can get that natural effect and you can kind of get rid of those harsh lines and those darker areas that don't need to be there. So the next step to completing your brows is concealing your brows. We're going to use the MAC concealer in the colors NC43 and NW43. So now I'm just going to take that lighter concealer and just line underneath my brow bone so that I can get that nice shape that I'm going for, and I can just have a straight brow that's going to look very clean and natural. Now we're taking that darker color, which is the NW43 color, and we're just going to line the top of the brow. As you are doing the top of your brow, make sure that you bring down that concealer and make sure that it connects with the concealer that you placed on the bottom of your brow so that it can be a straight line at the tail end. So this is the final look of the brows, and what we're going to do now is just blend that out with the blending brush, or sometimes you can use a sponge if you would like. I am now taking my foundation brush and I'm just blending the rest of that concealer out, especially in the middle, because you don't want to have that unibrow effect. And I'm just going to blend it out really good so that it doesn't show underneath the foundation that I will be putting on my face later. So just blending that out so it can kind of look natural. I will be using the Aina and Tartiest Pro palette today. I'm going to use this blue color, and then I'm going to use 3 colors from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aina palette. The concealer that I'm using for my eye base is actually from ColourPop. It's in the color medium 28, and I'm just putting a base down for my eyeshadow so that it can look really vibrant once I put it on. I'm just taking my beauty blender and just blending that out so that it can be nice and smooth. Then I'm just going to take my Hourglass translucent powder and put that on the top of that base so that it is in place and that it does not move once I put the eyeshadow on my eyes. So taking the Aina palette, I'm going to go into that copper color, which is called Ginger, and I'm just going to blend this into the brow bone area, kind of going into my crease area as well. The next shade that I'm going to use is called Edges. Girl, snatch my edges off. Okay. So this is what I'm going to use as a transition color, and I'm just putting that right into the crease area. And the last color that I'm going to use from this palette is called Credit, and I'm just going to also blend this into the crease, but I'm not going all the way into the corner of my eye. I'm just doing the outer corner of my eye. Okay, I see we are getting somewhere. We're getting close. So now we're going to take that blue color and we're going to put it on the lid. Now I'm starting in the middle and I'm just going to glide this onto my eye, but I'm starting to realize that I need a blue base. The color that I'm going to use for my base is by MAC, and it is called How Royal. It is an eyeshadow, and we're just gonna pack that eyeshadow onto the eyelid first, and then we'll top off the rest of the eyeshadow with the first blue color that we were using from the Tartiest Pro palette. Okay, so now we can take that blue color from the Tartiest Pro palette, and that color is called Trendy. And what we're gonna do now is just pack that on to our base that we did lay down at first. And you can already see that the color is really popping this time, and it is more vibrant than it was the first time that we tried to apply it without the blue base. Usually when you're playing with colors, you always want to use a base first before you apply the actual eyeshadow that you want to apply on there. So blues, greens, reds, pinks, sometimes you have to use a base in order for you to get the color that you are looking to achieve. For my foundation, I am using NARS. It is in the color Macao, and I'm just taking my fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna kind of pump this onto my brush. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but I do, and I'm just gonna stipple this into my face and start blending it out. For my forehead, I'm only going to add a little bit. I like to use whatever is left on my brush for my forehead because my face tends to get a little oily on my forehead and in the bridge of my nose, so I don't like to use a lot of foundation in those areas. For concealer, I am using the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. This is in the color in Deep 1. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that underneath my under eye, along the bridge of my nose, around my mouth, on my chin. And I'm just going to blend that out with the Beauty Blender. The next step that I like to do is take my Hourglass translucent powder and just set underneath the eye. I'm not really a baker. I typically like to just press that powder into my under eye and in those areas that I need for it to be very matte. I also have those smile lines because I laugh a lot, I talk a lot, I just do a lot, and I need for those smile lines to not appear. So pressing the powder into your skin will give you a better effect than baking. I feel that baking is a little unnecessary just for me, even though I do have oily skin, but it does work for some people. Whew, this powder is just everywhere. It's like all over my shirt now. Taking more translucent powder, I'm just going to line up underneath my cheek where my contour is going to be placed. I like to do this before I lay my contour down because it gives me a guideline of where my contour is supposed to be. Now, as you can see, I am clearly out of my Fenty Beauty setting powder because I was like banging it out of here, but this is the setting powder in the color Honey by Fenty Beauty, and this just gives me that really soft matte look, and it kind of brightens the under eye because it has that yellow tone to it. So this is going to get rid of that casty look that the Hourglass translucent powder may have left behind. So I usually use this translucent powder after the Hourglass one. For contouring, I am taking the MAC Studio Fix foundation stick in the color NW60. This is the darkest color in the foundation bunch that they have, and I am just going to take that along the cheeks and also along my forehead and a little bit on my chin area, not too much, and then I'm going to take the rest down the bridge of my nose. Now it is time to blend out that contour, so I'm just taking a pointy fluffy brush that I have by Morphe, and I am blending out the contour on my cheek area. And you see that I'm kind of going over where I put that powder, and that is just giving me the guideline on where I need to pretty much stop, so I don't over contour my face. So I like that I put the powder there first so that I kind of have a guideline. Then I'm just going to go around my forehead area, go along the side of my other cheek, along my chin, and then we're just going to blend that all together. Now I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm just going to blend out that contour on my nose. I'm bringing up the contour into the eye area right underneath my brow, just so that it can have a very nice slim contour effect and so that it all blends together. That's just so that you don't see the harsh line of where I contoured my nose and it just looks all blended together. Okay, Bree, you looking all snatched and all of that, you know? Okay, I see you. Now I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation in the color NW43, and I'm pretty much just going to blend out that setting powder that was on my face, and then also bring all of the colors together. So that includes the concealer, the setting powder, the contour, and everything on my face, so it looks like it's all one nice, beautiful canvas. I'm also going to take this MAC Mineralized Skinfinish powder. This is in the color Dark Deepest, and I'm just going to go along where I put my contour and just kind of darken that up just a little bit. It's not really a dark powder foundation. It's just a little bit of tint, almost like a bronzer, but this is going to give it that nice, beautiful bronzy look on the contour areas. For blush, I am taking the Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo Set. Now, this was a duo set, but I dropped it, and so I had to fix it. And the only way I could fix it was by blending the highlighter color and the blush together, unfortunately. But it actually turned out to be a really, really nice shade of blush. Plus, it already had some of that highlight color in there, so I didn't really have to highlight too much after this. Before I put on eyeliner, I typically like to put the glue on my lashes first so that it can start getting really tacky and sticky so that I can just pop them on. Now I'm just going to take my black eyeliner from NYX and I'm just going to line my waterline with the black liner. To set my face, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Matte Spray, and this is going to make sure that my makeup stays in place, and it's just going to look very flawless and beautiful after. Now I'm going to go back to that Tartiest Pro palette, and I'm going to use the color Ethereal, which is actually an eyeshadow color that I absolutely abused and have used 1,000 times, so it's almost gone. But I like using this as a highlighter because, I mean, it just really pops like no other highlighter that I've ever had in my life. It's like absolutely beautiful. So I highlighted the cheek areas, and now I am just going to go ahead and highlight my nose area and also my Cupid's bow. I am going to add a little bit of mascara to my eyes. On the bottom lashes, I am putting on the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and then on the top I am also going to use Too Faced, but I am using the Damn Girl mascara on the top. I typically like to put on mascara before I put on my lashes because I feel that it lifts my lashes up before I put them on. So now I'm just popping on those lashes. I'm just holding it in place so that it can stay. And then I'm just gonna finish the other lash really quickly. Like I said, I put on the glue way in advance so that it can get really tacky so that you can just put them on very easily. Last but not least, my favorite part, I am using the Chestnut Lip Pencil by MAC to line my lips. And we're gonna do a very, very nice, soft and natural lip combo for today. This is like my holy grail lip. This is something that I always do with most of my looks, but I feel like, hey, it works with almost every look, so why not? So for the lipstick that I'm going to put on my lips, it is called Honey Love, and it is a MAC lipstick. It is so pretty. It's a very nude pinkish color, and it just looks good on all skin tones, to be honest. I am now going to top off my lips with the matte color Spite. It is a very, very nice nude color, and it almost blends in with that Honey Love color. Okay, y'all, so this is the final look. I had to take my scarf off real quick so that you guys can see, but this is the final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial with me, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. If you guys want to see more from me, let me know, but I truly appreciate you guys for tuning into my video. Many blessings to all of you, and thank you for tuning in to the Breezo Show.